30 days to learn the most technical competitive game I've ever touched. Super Smash Bros. Melee. To compete at Supernova 2025. The biggest Melee tournament in history. And here's the part that made it even worse. I was the only representative from my country, Austria. If I went 0-2, I wasn't just losing. I was letting down my nation. It was my first real tournament ever. Melee is fast.
Hard percentage on strong hit and precision.
Oh, and that side wedge cancel turnaround grab. Westmouse is absolutely going up right now. Stop, Westmouse, calm down. Oh, the shot.
Not because the players react so quickly. It's fast because they've spent years learning decision. What matters, what doesn't, and what to watch for. So when the controller clicks and the match begins, no one is thinking about inputs. They're just reacting to the eye, to habits, to the player in front of them. And when it's executed flawlessly, to casual viewers, the game looks sped up. I've watched Melee for years. I loved it, but I'd never actually played it. So when I found out the biggest Melee tournament ever was happening in a month, I signed up. First decision. Who do I play? Fox is the best character, but highly tactical. Marth is the second best with a simpler game plan. Falco is technical, unforgiving, frame perfect. He drops combos if you're late, and statistically, he's not even better than Fox. So obviously, I picked Falco, because he looked sick as hell. At this point, I didn't know where to start, so I reached out to my local scene, the Vienna Melee scene. And one person answered.
Oh shit. Yes. So my name is Philip Yoghurt Vodenicharo. I am the main TO for Smash Austria Melee, and I've been actively participating in the game for May is gonna mark 10 years for Supernova, yeah. Absolutely it was. I think you can do it. I believe.
So he told me the best way to start is to learn pure tech. Uncle Punch. For the first 2 weeks, I didn't fight a single human being. No matches, no wins, no losses, just pure training mode. I learned wave dashing, L cancelling, shuffling, firebird stalling, and whatever is needed just in training mode. Because Melee doesn't reward just pure effort, just pure trying, it rewards precision. So do you hear that? That meant I wasn't just moving, I was moving correctly. Frame perfectly. I consulted with Yoghurt, and he gave me the numbers. Hit this many targets and don't stop moving. And Falco made sure I paid for every little mistake, every single missed dashback, missed frame, missed input. I failed. It was slow, it was tedious, but it rewarded my efforts. I moved as good so I could hit the minimum amount required. At least that's what Yoghurt said. And after 2 weeks, I felt something dangerous. Confidence. So I booted up Sleepy Unranked, and my first ever match was like this. I wave dashed once. Clean. Perfect. And then I got hit one time and I didn't touch the controller again until I was dead. At one point I wasn't even sure if my opponent was comboing me or if I accidentally slipped into the combo contest of Supernova. It was pure mental exhaustion, but I didn't give up. But I sometimes lost so fast, Sleepy didn't even feel like matchmaking. It felt like I was being selected as a tribute. So finally, I went offline. Because offline Melee is faster. Not visually, but emotionally. No lag, no excuses. I didn't win a single set. Not once. At some point I stopped asking, how do I win? but started asking how do I die less weirdly and less because I side beat off stage. But nobody at the local scene loved. Nobody gatekept. They told me things, they explained things, they were super nice. I met some awesome and amazing people and they helped me so much. They told me tricks, they told me how to DI with the C-stick. At some point, learning melee didn't feel like a chore anymore, but it felt pure fun. With the community, just playing games, learning new tricks, and getting better each and every day.
I mean, I think the most special thing about it was that it was never supposed to exist in the first place. Because as Sakurai has said often enough, a game as hard and as fast and as technical just makes other people cry, in his own words, and he didn't want to repeat that. So, you know, whenever you try to create something, a beautiful accident happens, and I think Melee is just 20 years worth of beautiful accidents over and over again.
Supernova was sponsored by Ludwig, which meant one thing: the Melee bracket was free to enter. And Melee is not a game to just casually try out, so if some random Ultimate player just joined it because it was free, just maybe, I get an inexperienced player and I'm gonna get this win. Only one win. I just cannot go 0-2.
I think the average player, a 1-2 or maybe even 2-2 on a good day should definitely be doable.
I prepped some matchups with Yoghurt, we prepped for Marth, we prepped for Sheik because the bracket was released 1 week prior, and I just made some matchups with him. I made survival plans with him, but one character we didn't prep for. 2 days before my flight, everything was ready. Controller packed, bracket checked. So I checked the hotel I booked again. That's when I realized I accidentally booked the hotel on the wrong side of Washington, D.C. And that's not a bit further away. That was the difference between 2-minute walk to the venue or 2-hour drive. Okay, it's just gonna be an easy fix. I just book an Airbnb. I booked one, reservation goes out, accepted, an hour later, cancelled? Then I booked another one, accepted, and an hour later, cancelled. And this happened 5 times in a row. And here's the fun part. If an Airbnb host cancels after accepting my reservation, they have to compensate you, which means I technically made money by cancelling my hotels. By the 5th try, I finally got a place, a small place, but just 10-minute Uber ride to the venue, which was fine. I relaxed, and that was my mistake, because your connecting flight is delayed by 5 minutes, then 10, 20, an hour, 2 hours. 2 minutes before boarding the first plane, I get the message. My connecting flight from Amsterdam to Washington cancelled. Next flight a day later. But at this point, I didn't survive Airbnb purgatory to miss the tournament by a day. I paid for every single cent for it. I'm gonna go and experience Supernova in its totality, and not a day later. So I called the airline. I argued, I negotiated, and I was on the phone for over an hour. Eventually, I finally found a solution. I fly from Amsterdam to Frankfurt, and my friend flies to Munich because there are connecting flights to Washington from their airports. And you might ask, why did we even split up? Because at each connecting flight, there was only 1 seat available in each plane. Somehow, it worked. We both made it. My friend before me, but on time for Supernova. The only thing that really happened was that my friend's luggage got delayed by 2 days. And I also did end up with a €150 phone bill because I called so many people in America. Goddamn Americans. Welcome to Supernova.
Okay, hello. I'm finally here in the great US, and right behind me is Supernova. The venue is gonna open in maybe a few minutes. People are already hyped. If you see, there's a big fucking line. Holy shit, it's big. Oh my god, we're gonna have to wait like at least 30 minutes. So basically, the one thing I'm gonna do is just make my own controller. I think I'm not gonna buy a new one because I currently have one which is working. Okay, I just bought a new GCC. Apparently I just bought a new one. But I think it's gonna be fine. I also I'm gonna try it out live right now if everything is gonna be fine, because it's a different trigger system. All right, we're finally here. It's the melee region. I today saw a tweet about already a CRT catching fire or something. So I'm pretty hyped for what is going on here. But it looks like it's the biggest collection of general CRTs I've ever seen, which is crazy, and I'm super excited for the tournament.
So I bought a new controller, got on the venue, but then I realized two distinct things.
Yesterday, when we went to the Airbnb, checked my bracket last time. And as you know, I was prepared to actually face the Buzz. But it seems like I'm not playing against the Buzz anymore. It got changed last minute. So now I have to play some players who have no previous records at all at Melee events. They never played. I have to win against an unexperienced player in winners. Then I have to play against a tutor in winners, which I may be able to win, I'm not sure. And then in losers, I have to actually play, I think, 3 or 4 players who do not have any records of playing, which means if I really lock in, I may be able to get to phase 2. But we have to train, see, and wait till the whole thing starts. One more important thing. Slippy completely plays with frozen Pokemon Stadium. And the problem with that is I only played on Frozen Stadium, and I think at the venue I have to play for the first time on Unfrozen Stadium, which I never played on ever. So that's gonna be an experience. No, I just saw it. Look at that screen, look at that screen. They're playing on Unfrozen Stadium. Okay, well, I think I have to get used to it. Maybe play a few friendlies on Unfrozen Stadium just to get used to the platforms and stuff, because 2 of the transformations are pretty shit and the other 2 are pretty good. I read up, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, that's basically what I have to do.
So I had to play the whole day, which was super fun. Amazing people, I played the whole day, just random people on the venue, amazing people, cool people, and just played and played and played until my fingers were sore.
I think I'm gonna do well tomorrow. If I'm actually gonna match into a bunch of ultimate players, yeah, I think I'm gonna go at least 2-2 in games, and I hope these 2 winning games aren't the games that are gonna be like purely a DQ win. So I don't want to have a DQ win at all. I want to fucking earn it. So I'm gonna earn it, and if I'm really locking in, I may also get to phase 2. Probably not. My expectations are pretty low, but yeah. Let's go.
And finally, on Friday, the tournament started. I went up to my pool and I waited. And waited. Nobody called my name. Was I at the wrong pool? What was happening? And an hour passed. My first opponent didn't show up. So I won. I got my win. But it was a disqualification. A DQ win. The one thing I didn't want to happen, because I wanted to earn this goddamn win I was training 30 days for. And not only that, that meant because I won the first round, I'm probably gonna face a more experienced player in the next round. But I didn't want to give up yet. I'm gonna lock in. I sat down, fist bumped the guy, and we played. he played Peach. This was finally it. This was finally it. My first real tournament game. Stay fast, hit your tech, take the goddamn victory. That's the promise. So why, in God's name, is nothing happening? Peach floated. She waited above the highest platform, and she didn't approach at all. Just waited for me to run in her traps. This wasn't speed. This wasn't the speed I was prepping a month for. This was control. This was disrespect. This was pure camping. I tried to approach. I got hit because there were traps. I reset, I tried again, nothing. And I tried so long. Not even my friend didn't know what to believe. There is one rule in Melee I've never experienced before. When the timer of 8 minutes runs to 0, the one player wins with more stocks or less percentage. And the time ticked down. Timeout. My first real tournament game. And I got timeout. But Melee is fast, I thought. So I tried again. And I tried approaching. I got a little bit of success. But in the end, I lost 3-0. And the whole set took 30 minutes. At some point, you just have to stop being mad. Because this shouldn't exist. I never saw someone play like this, and I've never played against Peach playing like this. What even is this down smash? Why is he running away? My god, what is this? Play Melee, goddammit! Fast movement, please! No. I never got timed out. How? I didn't even prepare for this. I was paralyzed. I didn't know what to do and couldn't do anything. And then I went to losers and I played a Fox main who actually reminded me what fast actually looks like. Yeah, I lost 3-0, but at least I played some goddamn Melee. Not even at my friendly games. I never played Melee so slow. So yeah, technically, I won 1-2, but I don't regret it. I met incredible people. I met insanely cool people, and the community was amazing. I played so many friendlies. Austria Smash Ultimate player went pretty deep in the bracket, and I finally saw a Hungry Box pop-off in real life. And I also finally saw the combo contest in real life. There was a guy playing with his feet. God damn it. High key a skill issue. Next year is gonna be better. Subscribe.